Here we are back with IronmanHacks. How you like that? It's not breakfast with Bob.
That's hilarious.
Hi, Bob. I've got a burning question. You know, Lucy Charles has been doing so well recently. You think she has finally dethroned Daniela Ryf? Or...
I think right now, if Ironman had been held 2 weeks ago when it was supposed to be, I think she would have done what she did at St. George. I think she would have outsplit everybody's swim, bike, run. She would have done a Dave Scott and dominated the day. And I feel bad for Lucy because she has done, you look at what she did this year she was second in the 1500 meter for her swim team, right? She went to the, when they did the indoor games, right? Where they swam and then they rode the trainer and then they ran on a treadmill, and she's racing all those top ITU athletes and she takes second there. Then she goes to Leeds and I think she got fifth at Leeds, and she was a minute behind Flora Duffy, who won the gold medal. And then she raced Super League and certainly did well there. Plus what she did at St. George. Hands down, if I was still doing my competitor awards, she would have been our female triathlete of the year. Actually, might have been just competitor of the year because she was so dominant across so many different platforms. If the last interview we just did with her, and she talked about her change in nutrition, and I see a real connection between someone like a Dave Scott. Dave, he was a water polo player, worked harder than everybody else, but he didn't have the genetics to be as good as the top guys. He just didn't have that. But he knew he was a guy who worked harder. Well, he found triathlon, which rewards you for just putting in long, hard hours. Lucy was the same way. One time we were interviewing her first time in Kona. I said, what do you swim a week? You know, how many hours? She goes, 100,000. I was just like, wait, what? 100,000 a week? But that's what she did as a swimmer. And it didn't really matter. She didn't quite have the genetics to be an Olympian or an Olympic gold medalist. Well, then she finds triathlon, and that hard work has paid off. Her dedication and hard work. No one has improved and gotten she was great to begin with, but I think during the time of COVID, she has become, and she has taken herself to a whole nother level. And especially when you look at what she did at Collins Cup, she was racing against Katie Zafaris, who I'm sure surprised her, because Katie sat on her feet during the swim. I don't think anybody ever sits on her feet. Katie was on her feet during the swim, and Katie, tried to hang in on the bike, but it was a long race for Katie. But Lucy was racing against a 2019 world champion and beat her. So Lucy can race at all different distances, any way she wants, and I think she's the best in the world right now, no question.
Amazing. Great question, Edham. Because Bob, I think she said she's only ranked like 7 or 8 in the UK, though. But that doesn't mean anything, right?
No, doesn't mean anything. Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't look at a lot of those ranking things. I think the key is there's horses for courses. You look at someone like Lucy, who immediately finished second 3 times in a row in Kona, obviously handles heat, obviously handles wind, whatever it dishes out, she's gonna deal with. And the big question with Daniela, I'm sure it was really hard for her to be motivated with Ironman being in doubt. Was it going to happen? Was it going to happen in October? Was it going to happen in February? I think it's hard to stay motivated for as long as she has been racing, because remember, she was at 2 Olympic Games before she even got into the longer distance racing. So she's been racing a long time, and it's just, does she stay motivated? How much did it hurt leaving Brett Sutton, who she had all her success under? So, that's right now. And Annie Hogg obviously is racing great as well, but I still think Lucy's in a different galaxy.
Yeah, absolutely. And just touching on quickly, I'm English, so in terms of Lucy Charles, we all, she can do what she wants to do, and she's one of those athletes that she'll attack anything. She has that. Maybe even America will not agree with this, but she has that British spirit that she will actually attack everything, and whatever she does, she's successful. And it's a shame that in terms of general sport, she doesn't have the profile outside of triathlon here, but she's incredible. But my question really just touches on the Collins Cup, and that's Do you think that we'll have more events like the Collins Cup now? I mean, for most of us, we absolutely loved it and thought it was a great format. But do you think we'll see more and more events like that happening now?
Well, I think the Collins Cup is unique to PTO. They're in a position to make that happen because they can put points in there and points equal dollars. I think they're in the position to make that happen. I think it'll happen once a year. I'm sure they'll continue to try to do it based on, the Davis Cup format of US against international against Europe. But I don't think we'll see a number of other copycat type of events, even because that format, you're basically putting on 12 races. And it really is a made for TV format, which is great. Yeah. But I think that's going to stick as a signature event for PTO.
Thanks for watching. Bob is truly an amazing guy. If you like listening to that as much as I did, you got to hit subscribe right down there. And I can bring you more from him, from other people like Rudy Von Berg, Mark Allen, Dave Scott, Tim Reed, Craig Alexander, Hunter Allen, so many others. Thanks a lot, you guys. Leave a comment. I may give you a shout out, and see you on the next one.